Dreamers Welcome Podcast.
Dreamers Welcome Podcast. We are back in the building, ladies and gentlemen. I go by CEO PESO. I'm blessed and highly favored like a motherfucker. Live from Atlanta. The background is different because we are in a new area. I'm down here exploring my Rolodex of people that I know, and I have somebody that is a dear friend, that's special, that is on her fucking grind. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Krissy, y'all. Everybody hate Krissy here.
Let's get to that real quick. I just got to know, why is it everybody hate Krissy?
I picked that name just as a joke, and it stuck. I can't believe I had to buy it.
But you don't seem like a person that everybody would hate.
I know.
I mean, not personality-wise.
I know. I don't even know who's hating on me, but I'm sure everybody loves Krissy, but everybody hate Krissy is just what hit.
I think that whole opposite thing is probably just it's a norm thing of what people like to do.
Yeah.
But now, what's going on? How you feeling? How are you?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling blessed. I'm glad to be here with you. This is my first interview ever.
Everybody say that, but it's gonna be a fly ass interview still, no matter what though.
I know that is.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Nah, but I appreciate you getting on the platform. Like I said, the episodes I've been releasing is for the women that's doing their thing, they thriving. I met you a few years ago, and your come up was just like very consistent.
Oh, thank
and the
you.
same level as mine too, and they're like just people that I know, and I just felt like I wanted to show some appreciation to y'all because y'all be thriving, y'all make it look easy. I just asked Mike this the other day. You travel so much, you ever get tired of traveling?
Well, I'm not tired of traveling. I want to see the world. We're put on this earth to see the whole thing.
So you plan on seeing the whole world?
I plan on seeing the whole world.
Yeah, that's a lot of content for Instagram, I'll tell you that.
As much as I'm allowed to access.
Oh, yeah. Is it a place you got in mind that you really want to go to?
You know what? I just want to get paid to be out of America, to see the world that's not America. If I can get paid to do that, that is the dream. Paid to go to Paris, paid to go to Italy.
I've been fortunate to have that done twice in my life.
How did it feel? Where'd you go?
I actually went to Dominican Republic twice.
Okay.
3 different cities though, but
I've never been.
Nah, but that whole like get paid to go out of the country is like, and DR is like it's still like kind of vacational, easy. But
it's beautiful.
But I want to go to like Paris, Dubai. What's the place I want to?
I've
Singapore.
never been to any of them.
I really want to go to Singapore.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I want to see Asia.
Yeah. Nah,
Yeah.
Asia for sure. Asia is that whole country's on my list.
Yes.
Yeah. So for the people who don't know you on my platform, what do you do? A little bit of your background, and let's get into that.
I'm from Dayton, Ohio, and I'm a news anchor. Yes, I'm from Dayton, Ohio.
You're not your typical news anchor, though.
No, I guess not.
Yeah, but we'll get into that. Hold on. But you from Dayton, Ohio, though. But how was your upbringing in Dayton? How was Dayton to you? Like, what did you learn from Dayton?
Dayton for me was an artistic experience. I went to Arts High School, and I went to Franklin Montessori Elementary School, which was kind of used as a feeder school for Stivers. I went to kindergarten all the way to high school.
What you mean feeder school?
Like we would get pulled out of class to practice our Stivers auditions.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yes. If you decided if you were going to be in drawing, if you were going to be in choir, they pulled you out so you could practice to get you ready.
So Stivers was at that magnitude to where you literally had to audition and have the credentials to get into Stivers?
Yes. When I first auditioned, I was 12 years old, coming from 6th grade to 7th grade. I went from high school, middle school and high school, 6 years in the same building. So it's like you're in high school for 6 years.
Right.
But my aunt... My aunt was my assistant principal at Stivers before I had gotten there. And it didn't mean anything. The first time I auditioned, I didn't get in. I had to go back and practice. I had to go back and really do it. They was not playing with me.
So how many times did it take you to practice, the audition to get in?
Well, I auditioned once, and when they sent that thing to my house saying Fairview Middle School, I said, no, baby.
Hold on. Shouts out to all my Fairview babies, by the way.
Middle.
Yeah.
I wanted to go on school in Main Street so bad because I'm sure it was popping. But I was like, I want to go to Stivers.
So what was the audition for? Like, did you have to audition for something that you wanted to do at Stivers, or
yes?
So what was it?
Oh, you audition for your magnet, and your magnet can be choir, theater, creative writing, dance, your instrument.
So, and what was yours?
I got in for choir and theater.
Okay. So some vocal background.
Ooh, child.
Not too late to ask.
I know I got a deep voice like Mariah Carey, but I can't promise y'all. Nothing.
I just never knew Stiver's background or criteria to like people who actually was able to get into there though.
Yes, you had to have a talent, and they would tell you no. If you wasn't good enough, they said get the step in.
Let me ask you this though. So for the motherfuckers who's trying to say you don't got the talent or not judging you to get in, you think that's bullshit now, or are they correct on how they handle it? What you think?
Well, I definitely do in some aspects, because I got in for choir, but I went in there and showed my ass. Okay, can I curse on here?
Hell yeah.
Okay, I went in there. I played "Wade on the Water" on the piano and sang it.
Wade on the Water.
Wade in the Water, the gospel song.
Yeah.
I ate that up. So they weren't gonna tell me no.
Well, you seem like the person that was passionate singing that shit.
Yes, I went in. I gave them a show, so it was gonna get it.
Oh my God.
But I auditioned for visual arts for drawing.
Yeah.
I've been doing art all my life. You know what I mean? And I know that I'm technically good at it, and I didn't get in. I've auditioned so many times and never got in. But still, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, I know I'm a good drawer.
Yeah.
So that doesn't mean you're a bad singer because you get in. That doesn't mean you're a bad dancer. You know, some stuff is not meant to be.
So you think Stivers taught you that at an early age when you got there, like wanting to get into one thing, but then you kind of realize, like, damn, I'm better at this than what your ultimate goal was. Like, that helped you maneuver through in a sense?
Yes, and I definitely say that it did a little bit deter me, because I had other friends that were in visual arts. And so I felt like I would want to be in there drawing with them. But at the same time, I think about it now, and I should have continued to maybe take a class. Just because. Maybe I should have hopped in one, did a little bit more networking.
Yeah.
But, you know, so I kind of learned from my mistakes with that.
Who were some of your influences? Like
back then?
Yeah. Whether it's family or just...
My influences at Stivers or my influence in general?
I guess in general. I mean,
Okay.
I mean, because I'm asking in the sense of, like, somebody at that age is being told to audition. Was it your surroundings or your family that was helping you like go for it, or was it like you trying to be whoever you dreamed to be as?
I definitely think I was trying to be whoever I dreamed to be as.
Okay.
I definitely think it was me. When I was I keep saying terrible theater.
You're good.
Terrible theater, okay?
Jesus
when I was
Christ.
really young, I knew I was gonna be this. I knew I was gonna do something big. And I knew it was going to be in show business.
Yeah.
I just didn't think what. So that's why I picked up a camera thinking I'm going to be behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But I ended up being in front of the camera, and the people just liked that more.
So what was the first in front of camera thing? Is it the Wade in the Water performance? Or what was the first?
Oh, no. This performance thing, I've been doing since I was little. When I was younger, my cousin Jasmine will attest to this. I used to do comedy hour for her friends. I would do a whole stand-up for her friends.
Really?
I was like 10, 11. They would be cracking up. I was getting full round of applause.
So it was actually a good stand-up routine that you was doing.
They were asking for it again. They were like, do that same joke.
That's deep. I mean, it deep in the way of like I don't know, like I was more shy when I was like
younger.
Hell yeah.
Really?
Like this was not nowhere in my criteria of like.
You're reserved?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, so I'm very like, I don't want people to be too judgmental of me.
Okay.
So I don't like putting myself out there. Well, I didn't like to use that at first.
Your art.
Exactly.
Okay.
So for you to say that, you know, I just commend that at like people who was doing that at a young age, because hell, even fucking stand-up comedy and jokes ain't fucking easy at that age. I mean, it low-key is at the same time. It's just like, that made you who you are. Like just getting out and doing that type of shit.
Definitely. And I'm gonna say this little, like, because he's from Dayton, this little Dave Chappelle thing that always helped me through with the stand-up, with the jokes.
Yeah.
So I was watching something on Dave Chappelle, and he said that when he first was doing stand-up when he was younger, they booed him, and he realized that boos weren't that bad. And I always took that in.
Fuck that. I
Boos
mean,
are not that bad to me.
It's not that bad, but it take a minute.
For different people.
Yeah.
Some people a boo can send you to therapy.
Take a high minute to really understand that booze is definitely like a way to build to yourself. Not to discredit from anybody, you know, who's trying, but
absolutely,
just know that it take a minute to get that confidence though. Nah, so the news anchor.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
How I got there?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a witchy story.
Tell me.
Okay,
Tell us.
I don't even know if y'all are going to believe me. So I have a best friend. Her name is Germany. Shout out to my best friend, Germany. Makeup by Germany on TikTok. She's already TikTok famous for makeup.
Right.
So she told me to make TikTok a year before. So all I did was secure my name. So I had Everybody Hate Krissy sitting there for a year, no content on it. She started going viral. She's getting all these brand deals, Dove, Fenty Beauty. She's going crazy. So she's like, get on TikTok. Now let's run it back. Germany has prophetic dreams. And so we all know about her dreams. It's like a curse in her family or something. They all have prophetic dreams. Or it's like a blessing that they have. So she's had prophetic dreams about our friends getting in car accidents and dying, and people really did pass. Like her dreams are serious.
So kind of not foretelling the future, but just kind of like
her dreams are warnings.
That's deep.
They are. And so
they ain't frighten you to be her friend?
Well, I love her.
Man, you have a friend. You dream about me and that shit. You better not tell me.
No,
like,
tell me. But you know what? People
Final Destination shit.
Right, because you're like, don't prophesize nothing crazy into my life.
Yeah.
But she's the type of person I would want to write it down. And I have other friends like her. They can't sleep by mirrors. They're like witchy girls. Me, I don't have that. I don't have that type of discernment. But I say that to say, I came into her house and she told me she just had a dream about me. So me and my friend Natalie were like, oh, let's hear it. Germany had a dream. Everybody get your pens and paper out. She had a dream about me that she saw me on an Android phone doing TikTok. And she said I was doing really good. She said I was doing amazing. She said because it was Android, the quality was bad. And I asked her, I said, Germany, well, what was I doing? She said, it just looked like you was dancing or doing something, but you were killing it, like you were effing it up. And she was looking at it on the phone. This is right before I walked into her house.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, period. So I started TikTok that night.
So, damn, that's deep.
Yeah, that's the story.
And what year was this?
2020.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had really no correlation of what TikTok. I mean, I'm sure you knew about TikTok, but what was you doing before that? Well,
I was a videographer before that, but when I come to Germany's house, I always watch the news, T channels. I'm always like, what's going on, or telling them what's going on. So she sat me down that day and said, this is what you're going to do. You're going to do news.
Yeah.
She's like, you're going to do the T channel. She's like, because she was already on TikTok. And our other friend, Joshua Chenault, he went to Stivers. These are all people that went to Stivers with me. Shout out to Joshua Chenault.
This your peoples, right?
This is my wolf pack.
Yeah. I remember you was telling me that. Yeah.
Joshua Chenault is famous on TikTok for comic books.
Okay.
He gets all the
animation, right?
Marvel, DC, they send him all that, game chairs, all of that.
Yeah.
Space Jam, he's getting a personalized jersey. He told me to get on Reels, like to do my Instagram Reels. So
so he knew the algorithm of like.
I listen to my team. I listen to what they say, and I'm a good little soldier.
Period. So let me ask you too, because you kind of just pinpointed it. Like you said that you will always like watch the news and just catch up on stuff. And I guess I want you to explain, because the way I look at it is like you built the platform. You built your own show on a platform.
Mm-hmm.
But what was it that you took away from the news anchors and all of this other regular shit that we will watch to get updates? How did you do it different from how you do it?
Well, I went to Central State University. Shout out to Central State. I went to Central State University, and I have a journalism degree. I have a broadcast media degree.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was in, and this is a little shaky, the Bill and Camille O. Cosby program, okay? So Bill and
Camille O. Cosby program.
Honey child, yes.
Was you in it before or after the
During.
Shit? Oh, really?
Like, I feel like I left. The year I left, they took his name off the building. But we called ourselves the Cosby Kids. So he gave us all new MacBooks.
Still around with that?
Well, in secret. We do. We all the
secret society, yeah.
But the people that came out of our communications program, our stuff was so nice and our advisors were so good that we're all successful.
Yeah.
All successful on the news, marketing people. I mean, big photographers, videographers, we keep up with each other.
Yeah.
So I came out of that program knowing media law.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Know how to not get sued, okay? Go sue me. How to buy your name, call letters, knowing how to properly do news.
Right. So with the news that you choose to do, what made you separate, like, what's your thin line of like, this is some bullshit and this is something I'm going to speak about?
I just give it a second.
Okay.
I wait a little bit. I did the Young Dolphin.
You wait how it trend or pick up, or you wait
till I get all the information.
Okay.
I have come to realize that my voice is important. You know, thank God. And when I did the Young Dolph video, I did it so fast that I said where he got killed, I gave the wrong location. I went viral. They got like 2 million views.
Off of the wrong information.
I said, "Oh my God, today."
But but you was like kind of the first that put it out there to tell people what happened, but then you was the first person with the wrong information.
Yes, and
okay.
You interviewed 3, the photographer. Shout out to Shots by 3. Yes, 3 called me. I'm half asleep. He called me. Get up. You got to do Young Dolph video. You know I'm a good little soldier. I'm up. I'm about to do the news. I got it. Wipe my eyes. Put on a little bandana. I didn't even straighten my leave out. I just did the video. To it. I just got straight to it, and I just did it half sleep, but it went viral because my team had me on it so quick.
Yeah.
So there was that.
Shouts out to your team, just knowing,
bless
knowing
them.
to put you on first before anybody else. Like,
shout out to y'all the goats.
Yeah. Nah, period. Nah, I really. And by the way, you never look entangled or messed up when you do your shit. It's always like you front and center. You really be like, all right, y'all, like, you know, the whole attention grabbing thing, which in like the first 5 seconds, you be killing that shit easy though.
Thank you so much. It's actually very hard.
I believe it. Trust me. I fucking know. Doing
the news is fun and quick because it only takes 3 minutes. My videos can only span 3 minutes, but getting dressed takes hours. And when it's a party bus. Sorry, y'all. We downtown Atlanta. We lit.
Nah, it's actually not a party bus. It's mad.
It's lit. Y'all.
What do you call these motherfuckers?
Sightseers?
Nah.
These people out here on 4-wheelers, y'all.
Yeah,
they're
it's
lit
a 3-wheeler joint.
It's a 3-wheeler mob. Everybody in what they call spiders?
Nah, it's not the spider. I'm mad. I'm drawing a blank.
Right.
Slingshots.
It's about 20 no 10. Honestly 10. I gave y'all 20. I exaggerated. Sorry.
Look, back lying on the. No. False information.
Fake news. Sorry, y'all.
I'm fucking with you. But I do admire the fact that you be very prompt.
Yes, thank you.
And as soon as you get on there, like you engage just to be like, okay, what the fuck is she talking about? Or what's the newest thing? Because you are literally like our asset of like, okay, we want to hear what's going on, but we want to hear it quick as fuck.
Yeah.
Because our attention span is so low. Mm-hmm. So that's my next question I want to ask you was just like, how you explain your preparation of getting ready to be on the camera is like very hourly, like
it's a bit tedious.
But what's your preparation of like trying to squeeze in so much information into 3 minutes?
I'm always doing my research and getting my screenshots, and I'm very organized. I believe in folders, so I have my news story folder. So throughout the day, if things pop up, I'm doing my screenshots, reading my articles. Folders and notes are my life.
Yeah.
I keep very organized because I'm scatterbrained. I have to think of so many things. I don't want it to get disorganized. So everything.
Talking about the notes on your phone?
The notes on my phone, the folders in my phone.
Blueface
folder.
Yeah, I use
government folder. Yeah.
I just started using that probably like 2 years ago to my advantage because it's just like I still write stuff down and keep it traditional, but at the same time, it's
you have
just
a notepad?
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. That's just that's just like what I was embedded to have. Like whether if you don't write it in enough, you just always need to it's more valuable to write it down to make sure you get it done rather than in your notes. That's a very convenient way that we can just be able to like copy and paste some shit. You know how iPhones is now, whatever the case is though. But what was my point of the conversation? Using the notes or the phone or whatever, or your preparation to actually like just catch on to what you want to talk about, because it sounds like you be tedious to like pay attention to what's in tune, but you wait in order to follow through and really
so it can be right.
Yeah.
And I want to do hard-hitting news.
Not even to be right, but to be worth talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to do hard-hitting news, and that takes specific details.
Yeah.
Right now, it's a strawberry-like infection with like hepatitis A. I can't go in there.
We just had a strawberry fest.
That's what I'm saying. And I can't go in there and tell y'all it's hepatitis C. That's going to lead y'all into a whole wrong direction.
So how you ever? Okay, so when was the moment? This might be a broad question, but when was the moment that you realized like your voice actually influenced others?
Well, as you can hear, I have a very different voice. I have a deep voice, and it's raspy. And sometimes people are very startled.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When I first met you, with all due respect, but
now tell me,
because I met you. Well, I don't remember. I don't know if that was the first time in person I met you when we was down here in Atlanta, but from seeing your pictures and then hearing you was just like, hold up,
totally different people.
Totally. So you're used to getting that.
Yes, and people think I'm short. When they see me, they're very surprised I'm very tall.
Well, yeah, people.
Because I'm 6 foot in heels, so when they see me, they're like, "Oh, didn't know it was." Like, you know.
I'm saying though, like, I mean, not literally your voice has an influence, but like your news is like something that can be popularized. Of like, yo, you see what she just put up, and and that shit goes. So, what? I guess when was the first time you went viral on that?
First time I went viral, it actually was with something messy. And because, I'm a young black girl, they want to hear the shade roomy type stuff from me. And I'm going to give them that, but I still try to give them, like, you need to know this. You need to know it's an infection in food. You need to know it's a shortage. Yeah, you need to know what's going on in the world, kids. Let's get focused. But the first time I went viral on TikTok was Nick Cannon's 8th baby mama.
Oh, yeah.
All his baby mamas. But the first time I went a little viral on Instagram was Subway, this bread not being real and the tuna fish not being real. I remember that.
Oh, obviously, yeah, because that shit was like kind of...
That went very viral on Instagram for me.
Yeah.
People, I mean, to this day, I still get like little bursts of people writing me on it. And see, that was science news, so I'm proud of that.
Right. So, that makes sense because it make it like you good at being diverse of what you do choose to cover.
Yeah, I paid Sally Mae to be a journalist. Okay, I want to be in journalism. I didn't interrupt you.
No, you good. But I just like for you to say that it's just like you go from a Nick Cannon story to like, which is really like
salacious.
Yeah, like girl, did you hear that? Yeah, but then you can go and really, I guess, you good at articulating what you choose to talk about.
Yes,
because you can talk about Subway bread and it's like, damn, niggas is in tune. Well, people are in tune, and then you articulate the Nick Cannon shit or whatever. Then is the two things we just referenced, but that's one thing I noticed that you do is like you articulate. That's why I was asking.
I appreciate that.
That's why I was asking how's your preparation going into it with getting the information. So, like you mentioned, shouts out to 3. He call you and he'll be like, yo, get on this. But do you rely on other outside sources? Like do you have a circle of people that that give you like, hey,
everybody hits me. People
I
don't
tell
even
you
know.
Like details.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank God for everybody. God is so good. He's put people in my life, send me articles because they want me to expound on it. They know I got to go do the hard hitting. I got to be the news team on my own. So people send me stuff that they want to know about. So I feel like I have more news on backup.
Right.
Than anything. I have things I need to cover, but the team is just me. And the team starting out is going to be just you.
Okay.
You almost at the point?
Nah, hell nah.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I meant to tell you that, but when I look into my phone, it's because I got notes that I wrote down.
Oh, no, I thought I was timing it.
No, I got you on that. We good on that. But so that goes into what I want to ask you next is like, you have these people that, feed you the info or feed you the details that don't know you or who do know you. And that's one way to recognize like, okay, you're a commodity, you're an asset to the people that, for real though, like being honest, you're an asset to the people because they like, it's one thing for people to like scroll across you and to be like, okay, who is this? Was she talking good? It's another thing when you become somebody of a point of interest, like, well, we need to send her this because I want to hear her talk about it.
Yes, and some people send me things I can't tell, and I don't sometimes.
We're going to talk about that off camera. Yep. So you got some intel that you just cannot.
The hood knows what's going on, and the hood calls me.
You got anything that you can say that already came out that you knew at first?
Yes.
Like that's
I knew
already
21
out now.
Savage was from Dominica in like 2011.
So
yes, I never told. Shout out to Man Savage. Man Savage told me.
Okay, she name dropping. I have no clue.
Okay, you can bleep it out.
Nah, it's cool. But yo, if I'm just saying,
he just told me, he was like, he's not from this country, and I was like, period. And I just kept it in the pocket because I said, I'm not gonna get this man deported. Jay-Z got him out though.
How was that so under wraps though?
Because I ain't tell.
Well, okay. Period.
You know what I mean?
I like that. Yeah. So before we actually had set this up, you were saying that the most famous thing you had that you experienced of somebody recognizing you?
Yes. Yeah, people recognize me. That'd be such a blessing, especially in like my own city.
So, yeah, you say it's a blessing, but you remember the first time it was like a oh shit, like they know you for
this
for this news anchor platform that you're doing. Like you remember the first time?
Oh my gosh, I don't remember the first time, but now
You remember the feeling?
I remember. I know what is the first time somebody recognized me and I was like, you know what? I don't remember the exact first time.
It's a trick question because you might because I don't think
that feels cloudy. I can't believe.
It's not nothing that you are. I don't think you're supposed to remember. But I guess that was my follow. It was like the feeling of like because it's to me, I'm still humble as come as me and PESO.
Me too. I didn't think of it.
But you know, it's another thing when you are recognized in a different manner of like, however you remember. People know you as the girl from Stivers or some shit like that.
See, they don't know me from Stivers. Nobody in the city knows me, and that's the gag about the whole thing. Stivers is very secluded.
Yeah.
My elementary school was not popping. It was very secluded. It was Montessori.
So you just bust out the bando being...
They've never met me in their lives. And the people that have met me, I had a camera in my hand or camera adjacent.
Yeah.
Especially in the city. But you know what? I can say this one thing, and God is so good. My dad called me. I talked to my dad yesterday, and he told me that 2 people came up to him, and they told him about me. And they recognized me, and they said they always watch my channel. It'd be that stuff.
Yeah.
That happened yesterday. Tears.
My mom, she got that a few times. She called me like, yeah, some boy was like, I know PESO.
Did you not choke?
It was deep.
Okay.
It was deep.
You're used to it by now?
Nah, first off, it was like, how the fuck you know my mom is? But then,
right.
But then it's just like, you know, just through Facebook.
She could be at church.
Yeah, Facebook shares or whatever the case is. You be like, okay. It's more sounding like the people that actually is paying attention to what we doing under what we really do.
Period.
Because that's how you develop the supporters of the people. It's like, okay, they a fan of like how you are when you pull up a story, but they more so are a fan of, well, they become more of a fan to get to know more about you under the Instagram platform or whatever.
Yes, I am not who I look like on Instagram.
That's a lie.
Very, very. I mean, I might sound like it, but in my real life, probably not. My real life is very conservative. And my parents raised me to be very conservative. They are shocked that I'm like Chiquita Banana.
Wow.
They was not ready for that. My family is...
Well, it looked like you were just enjoying life. The other people might be like a whole nother thing.
Yes, but to them, they're just, they're more covered up.
Yeah.
They're doctors and quiet and business owners and suit and tie.
And your...
bathing suit in the street. I don't care what city.
Hence, she just came from a pool party, by the way.
Yes, like that's me all day though. Like I'm out here having fun, body. I feel like that kind of island woman. They're more British.
So you were saying that I guess your parents and people who raised you, whatever, was more suited and booted, suitable, or whatever the case is.
Conservative.
Yeah, but how would you describe yourself, your image?
The black sheep of the family, the wild card family.
Really?
Yes.
But where that comfortability come from to be like, I'm not about to go that route or
somebody has to be the life of the party. It's gonna be a snooze fest if there was no me in my family. Boring.
I feel like maybe I was that, but
the one to shake it up.
Well, depending on what you're shaking, but yeah,
like shake up like the vibe,
but not. Yeah, I just didn't want to go the
route,
the regular route. You literally took the word out of my mouth, but yeah, just what we was presenting and how we was supposed to. I mean, because even with your background, I didn't have to audition to go to fucking high school or go to a certain place or whatever the case is. I didn't have to audition for college.
Competition my whole life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. So I think that's the acknowledgement that I'm trying to get to is like what you was presented with early on, and then how you kind of just shit. You
how it happened?
Yeah, you your own beat. Nah, I ain't not how it happened. It's just how it's showing.
I could definitely explain this. Okay, so my grandma is Bermudian. R.I.P. She passed away in 2008. She came from Bermuda and went to Central State.
Okay.
So
hell of a fucking place to
travel
to.
She went to Central State, but this was in the 50s.
Okay.
Yes. So she raised me. My mom and dad raised me, but she's my dad's mom, and she was the one that made sure I was excellent. Now we're gonna get kind of deep because I never tell this because who cares? Who would think to ask this? My grandma was determined to make me excellent my entire life. I was almost like a project for her. I would go to the library all the time. I would sit back there and do reading competitions and win them. I won an Afghan for reading the most books. Lucia May Wyatt speech contest.
What the fuck is an Afghan?
Afghan is like it's a yarn together quilt.
See, I would have never known that.
Yeah, Afghan. Yeah,
I would have thought Afghanistan or some shit.
Oh, like no, that you might think like a hijab, but it's a quilt, and
hijab.
But like a quilt is like patches, and Afghan is yarn.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, but she taught you all of that though.
She taught me all that. She was a English teacher. Excuse me, I'm sniffing. She was an English teacher, and she basically made sure I was excellent. She had me published. She had my poems published when I was like in 3rd grade.
Yo, man,
stuff like that. My books were signed.
I don't know what you called her, but shouts out to the grannies, the Grammys,
my grandma. R.I.P. Shout out to you, Grandma Barbara.
Yeah, R.I.P. Barbara Huntley, because they show so much.
Grandmas ain't the same. Are they the same?
No, they not. But they show so much like belief in us. As such a, like publishing your poems. Like,
was your grandma serious about your career?
I was just shouts out to my man Caesar. He was just here. I was just talking to him about it. She was for sure, but she didn't do it in a direct way. She did it so indirectly of like, she'll help me get some equipment, but she'll complain about it every time though. But she'll still help me. Or when I was living in Orlando in college, like I would ask her to, like, I need rent, but then I need to help on rent every month. But she would give me hell doing it, but she always would do it. So that's what I'm saying. Like my grandmother, she didn't give me the talks of like, and it's nothing bad at all. She
did the right thing. You don't need to get too spoiled and comfortable.
Yeah, she just was just like, all right, like
get ready to be on your own.
Your tab. Nah, it was that too, but it was like your tab running up. You know how much you owe me. So my way was like, man, I got you, Granny. Like I know, like, so we just, it's just. It was just our own way that we had of like, I know you believe it in me, but I didn't realize it later to where it was like, okay, you believe in me in a way of like you said, you're not trying to spoil me, but you want to see me pull through.
She was your first investor.
Yeah, because you see me like really pushing to do this shit. Like Orlando wasn't fucking easy. Like people don't know that. Like it was a blessing, but at the same time, it was just like, like you heard about it, whatever you heard about down there. Like the shit was like crazy down there, but it's stuff like that that make us who we are.
Was that like 2011?
Yeah, it was
10?
For me it was 2010 to 2013.
And how old were you? I was 20 through 23.
I was, when did I go to Full Sail? 21.
Right.
I graduated when I was 23, and I was there extra year before I moved to LA.
We just started drinking.
And
legally.
Oh shit. Honestly, I ain't started drinking until I was really like 19 or 20. Like
I started drinking. I was 22.
Yeah.
I still don't live for liquor. Bottoms up.
Period. We in a bitch. But now I want to ask you too real quick because you travel a lot. How much do you use traveling to build your brand up?
Well, I feel like being an online persona and trying to be an influencer, like they said, like it didn't look as easy. It wasn't as easy as it looked. Right. You have to make everything look so hyped up. I have to look lit. It's my job.
Yeah. Ain't it fucked up? Like
I have to spend so much money looking lit, so much looking like a baddie, so much makeup, so much hair, nails. I have to spend so much to look lit for y'all, all for me to get the big prize in the end. And I really want to chill, but I gotta look lit. It's got to be a life that everybody wants.
Nah, I remember.
I
remember just one of my homies was like, "What you getting dressed for?" And it was such a non-cocky answer, bro. It was like, bro, I'm about to like.
Yeah, I have to step out to represent myself.
Yeah, I mean, but it was like I'm about to go to JJ's. Like I can't.
Y'all can't see
nobody's gonna catch me in sweats or some just regular shit. And unfortunately, not to sound cocky to nobody, but and that's what I'm getting to with this one, because damn, that's crazy how I kind of mixed that in. But we're influencers in a sense.
Yeah.
So as being an influencer, it's not no cocky shit. Like it's not like, oh, we just.
It's a job.
Like, you know what I mean? But it's just like, as the influencer, it's like, shit, whoever we run into, then we want to make it the best of the best.
Yes, absolutely.
Like you said, when somebody recognize you, they seeing you from in person from how they see you, because you're not as tangible. You're just
Yes.
you're an Instagram reel that got hella likes and views.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's why that shit matter. But I know traveling is something that's really in your criteria of life. Like, you be everywhere, you make it look very easy.
Yes, I'm so grateful for that, but it's because I'm trying to do it on a bigger scale.
Right.
So it's like, now I'm shelling out all this for tickets and things like that. So later on, the job can pay me.
Yeah. Man, I just had a question in my head.
We drinking. I know we in here.
Yeah,
it's getting real.
Because now it's kind of getting unscripted, because I got all the questions that I wanted to get from you, but now it's just like, where you going with it? Like,
what I want to do?
Yeah.
Well,
how big you want it to be?
How big I want this to be? So I have a list. We're gonna get into the list, I guess. I have a list. It's like 30.
You guess we are.
Oh yeah, we are. Okay,
like, if you're comfortable with it, then yeah.
I just might as well tell you guys. I have a list of movies and shows, and it's a list I've cultivated for over 10, almost 15 years, and it's a list of movies and shows ready for Travel Channel, ready for HGTV, ready for Stars, ready for Showtime, ready for any channel, ready for Netflix.
Yeah.
I have a list, and I want to be a director and producer. That is my real goal.
I know.
I want to be Kenya Barris. I want to be Ava DuVernay. I want to make movies. I want to be Jordan Peele. I have horror movies to make. I have movies to make. This is cute for now. I'm doing this for y'all, because y'all like to kick it with me. Y'all want to be my friend, and I want to be friends with y'all too, but I have movies to make. I'm Spike Lee.
Nah, G shit. Yo, you name dropping.
Those are my influences.
Yeah. Yo, you name drop some shit.
I have movies to make.
Hey, you can't leave out Will Packer, by the way.
Absolutely not.
I work with my mans too.
Absolutely not. And the shows and how you even cultivating the Grammy stuff like that. Those are my dreams.
So
to putting together Oscars, that would be crazy.
I gotta ask you the controversial aspect of it, like, because you mentioned Ava. You mentioned her last name so fluently.
DuVernay.
So it's not DuVernay, it's DuVernay.
No, DuVernay.
DuVernay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's French.
What's the with all due respect, what's the lady that she do the Shy? She got the haircut.
Oh, Lena Waithe.
Yeah.
Her as well.
Yeah. I fuck with her.
Love her
heavy.
Office.
Yeah. I fuck with her.
Child.
Heavy.
What is that called? Hillman Grads. That's
is that it?
That's her production company is in the Hillman Grads.
See, okay, so
I study these people.
I know you do. That's why I want to get into it. Like, is it with the whole woman thing, and like, because right now y'all is like right there with how it was like Martin Scorsese's and
Steven Spielberg.
all of that shit, Warner Brothers and shit like that.
Ooh, what's his name? Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
Child.
Yeah, we gonna bleep that out. But with you being a woman and coming into it, was there ever any fear of like I gotta like overachieve to let these niggas know who I am?
Well, I've been a black woman for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I learned early. Well, you know what? I'm going to be honest. I didn't experience growing up a lot of racism. I've not experienced that. But when I started going to Atlanta, when I was like 20, I started realizing sexism. I started realizing that because I didn't experience that a lot in Dayton. People weren't stopping me because I was a woman.
Yeah.
And they weren't thinking I couldn't do it because I was a woman. But when I got to Atlanta, it was very little girl stay in your place energy.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, okay. So I just take control of that with sex appeal. I'm just gonna be honest.
Mind you, did a great way of doing it.
Yes, absolutely.
That's just me being a outsider.
I mean, yep. I got him by the balls, baby. And I got a job to do, so I'm gonna hold him until the job is over. And that's a real.
Oh man. Yeah. Great explanation.
Sorry.
Nah, you
be
good.
honest,
Nah, you
the
good.
podcast.
But that's what I want people to hear though, is just like your transparency of just like, yo, like,
be honest.
you didn't not literally sell yourself, but you went a strategic route of like, okay, I'm gonna be this sexy woman, but that's gonna be the pull in of like about directors, about production, about this, that, and the third.
I've been studying.
And that's what it is, though. It's just like, you just like, shit, I'm gonna lead you into it in whatever the case is, but I think that you do it in a good manner.
Yeah, there's something to learn here.
I mean, it's a great manner, but it's just the easiest person might just come across and be like,
yeah.
Whoa.
I feel like, America is very shallow. It's a shallow place. And especially
now you getting political.
Well, just in general, just westernized culture is shallow. And the pretty woman, they fake don't want to hear what she got to say, but if she got something to say, you can get them.
Yeah.
But a lot of times these girls, I feel so bad. They don't have anything to say because they haven't been reading as much as I've been reading.
Thank you for your transparency. Thank you for blessing my platform.
Thank you
for
Thanks, PESO.
just rocking with me though. I ain't gonna lie, because I'm starting something new and it's been built up more than what I thought it would be. And everything looks fucking corny until you do it and you show that this shit is like what the fuck we good at.
Mm-hmm. You worry about stuff being corny, like not authentic
No,
enough?
I don't worry about it. It's just I remember seeing the tweet and it was like a nigga like in 2021 or 22 or whatever, I don't know. But the nigga had a home studio that didn't look like much.
Uh-huh.
But it basically was just like, I could never clown another nigga off of trying to start something.
Yes, absolutely.
Period. So that's why it's like, when
you don't know what you could build in that basement.
Yeah, but with this, it's just like a lot of people might be like, oh, they doing the most or whatever. And when it's like our confidence can overshadow that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
see, that's one thing. Okay, so that sounds like kind of the mindset of some of the people in our city. And you got to remember, a lot of those people I didn't meet because I wasn't popular. When people are already popular and they try to start something, people come at them with that energy.
So all right. So I'm one of the ones that went through it for you.
Yeah, and I hear about it.
One of the ones.
They tell me, and I'm like, that's. So I hear that a lot because they expect they already were a fan of yours and they wanted you to go a different route. They had preconceived notions for people that already had some clout that are trying to build, and they don't have any preconceived notions for me. They never met me.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
But one of my questions that I asked everybody before we head out was a good piece of advice. What's a good quote or a piece of advice that you live off of?
A good quote or piece of advice I live off of. My sister always says, and that's my little sister, she always says it's cheaper to love yourself.
Fuck. Little sis said that?
She always says it's cheaper to love yourself, and I always like that. You're going to pay a lot less in therapy. You're going to pay a lot less. And, I love a good surgery. I'm going to get one when I have some kids, okay? But I'm saying you're going to pay a lot less in life if you just love yourself.
I'm stealing that.
Yeah, it's
That's
cheaper to love yourself.
It's cheaper to love yourself. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you again for blessing my platform. I hope that I gain good views off of this. I hope that you inspire people off whatever clips we choose to put out or what they see. And I love that. Toast to you.
Toast.
It's cheaper to love yourself.
It's cheaper to love yourself. Amen.
Dreamers Welcome Podcast. Keep dreaming. We out.
Dreamers Welcome Podcast.